already. Now, I kind of checked out the first couple of tutorials. Yeah, literally the first 2 tutorials. I haven't done too much. I know this is based on a tabletop, right? If you bear with me, I'm going to go through the tutorials. It's kind of interesting how this game works.
Welcome, Guildmaster. I'm the Guild Trainer, and I'm here to guide you through setting up your own mercenary guild. Let's start with you guiding the brute through this first tutorial.
Before we get to the action, you want to acquaint yourself with how to just review. Yep, that's grand. It's not too bad. Right. Control a party of mercenaries, each equipped with a deck of ability cards. These cards are how your mercenaries will explore dungeons, fight enemies, and loot treasure. In each round, first thing to do is select 2 cards for each mercenary. That's kind of why it's interesting. It's very tactical. God. In this tutorial, the brute has 3 cards at its disposal. You can see highlighted on the left: grab and go, trample, and provoking roar. Yep. Provoking roar is grayed out to indicate that it is currently discarded for the sake of the tutorials. For now, select the 2 cards the brute is available. So trample. So the question mark that was up here changed to 72. That's our initiative. The lower the initiative, the earlier in the round you'll act. Yeah, you're the only one to act, because you're the only one there. Right. Bird's turn. Time to choose some actions. Each half the card represents an action comprised of 1 or more abilities. Yeah. These 2 actions per turn, and you can pick any of the 4 card halves on the left to use as your first action. But note that you must use the opposite side of the other card for your second. Here you can use, yep. You're saying to use that or that. So there's nothing for the brute to do in this room, so you'll want to proceed through the door, use the move ability. Very much hand holding. So the room contains your first industry, a bandit guard. Like player characters, monsters also select actions for their turn. Let's find out what the bandit is planning to do by hovering over his portrait. So he's going to move 1 and attack for 3. While hovered, you can see the bandit's intentions. This round he plans to move and attack. Whereas player characters get 2 actions per turn, monsters only get 1. Albeit with multiple abilities within. Gotcha. Notice that this bandit has a lower initiative than the brute, so he'll act first, or would have acted first. During the brute's turn, however, you get to finish your turn before the bandit can act. Let's let the brute get close enough and use the attack on Trample's top half. Gotcha. Yeah, because we have 1 more movement left. As you finish using grab and go for the turn, it is discarded and no longer usable until you return it to your hand via resting. More on that later. Now it's time for attack. Whenever you attack, an attack modifier is drawn from your character's modifier deck. The value is applied to your attack. In this case, you can see the bandit card that, yep. Everything's set to 0 for the tutorial. Nice. As the bandit guard's turn, we saw from his card earlier he intends to move and then perform a melee attack for 3 damage. However, he's already within melee range, so he's not going to move. Right. While monsters always take damage directly to their hit points, whenever a player character is damaged, you are presented with 3 options. Simply take the damage. However, if this is reduced, you're exhausted. Yeah, so you're dead basically. All of your mercenaries are exhausted, you will lose the scenario. Gotcha. Secondly, you can choose to burn 2 discarded ability cards instead of receiving the damage. If you burn a card, you can no longer be recovered by resting. Now, if you were to burn 2 of the brute's cards here, he wouldn't have enough cards left. So he would be exhausted. That's why it's... Okay. And you can choose to burn 1 card. This option is grayed out because all of these cards are currently discarded. That music is really loud. It's usually wise to take the damage over burning cards, if possible, lest you run out of cards to finish the scenario with. For now, let's opt to take 3 damage, as the brute has enough health to survive. We're down to 1. Ben's turn is now over, as he was the last character to act at the end of the round, and a new round begins. During ability card selection, if you have at least 2 discarded cards, then you may perform a long or short rest to recover some of them. All of the brute's ability cards are currently discarded. Long rest doesn't count as a card. Okay. As such, you will have to rest to continue. Short rest will burn 1 of your discarded cards at random, losing it for the rest of the scenario, but will recover all other discarded cards before continuing your turn as normal, so you can recover cards to use immediately in this very turn. Long rest takes the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. However, you can only get to choose which card to burn, but the character will perform a heal 2 action and refresh all item cards. Choosing long rest here would be certain death if the bandit draws an attack card for the round, as he has neither the health or the cards. Yeah, so he wouldn't get to do anything. Use a short rest. One short rest, and it's gonna pick 1 at random. Alright, grab and go. Grab and go has been randomly selected as the card to burn. Really? Once per short rest, you can opt to withdraw the random card. Burn at the cost of 1 damage, but with the brute only on 1 health, it's not an option. Okay, so we can take a 1 damage and keep that card. Burned. See, grab and go is now dark red to indicate it's burned and no longer usable in the current scenario. Gotcha. Also, I like the cell shader kind of graphics. In exchange, Trample and Provoking Roar have been returned to hand and are available to use again. Both Brute and the Bandit are near death, so it is crucial to go as early as possible in the round to get the first attack. Remember, first card to choose determines the Brute. Yeah, let's go with Provoking Roar. Okay. Yeah, your initiative is 10. So it doesn't matter what it does matter which way you click them. So now that we're in the same room as the bandit, we can see that enemies draw their ability cards each round after the player. So you won't know what they'll be doing. That's fair enough. It appears the bandit was planning to once again use an attack, but because you chose to act quickly with the initiative 10, You won't have those active until after the brute's turn due to slower initiative. Gotcha. Do a simple attack. Got him. See the gold on the floor. That banner left behind. To pick it up, you need to use the loot ability. One important rule of Gloomhaven to bear in mind is that you don't automatically loot treasure unless you finish your turn on it. You want to make sure to pick it up before the scenario ends. Loot abilities can also appear on ability cards, but the easiest way to collect it here is to end your turn on it. Yeah. Let's move the brute onto the thing. Gotcha. Wait. Doesn't have any movement. This is where default actions come in handy. Left and right of the central initiative. There are two small default action buttons. Allow the character to perform a melee attack or for 2 instead of the top action, or a move attack instead of the bottom action. Right. What they want is just to move. You only need to move 1 hex for the brute. To reach the goal, you can skip the remaining movement to kill.
Great work. Not only did you vanquish the lone bandit guard, you've even managed to pick up a few pieces of gold. With the basics covered, it's now time to introduce you to some slightly more dangerous scenarios.
Interesting mechanics. What?
Welcome to your first training mission. You've learned the basics, but now you must help the gravely wounded brute deal with a bandit archer elite, a stronger enemy with greater stats than normal.
Gotcha.
With only a single hit point remaining, any amount of damage getting through will cause the brute to become exhausted. As such, you will have to avoid any incoming damage by burning cards. For the sake of training, the attack modifier decks will all be +0s, so don't worry about those for now. Your objectives to start are: take down the archer with a single attack. Loot the gold she drops. Now surely you can handle that.
Okie dokie, so she has 6 health. Yeah, so we definitely want that. I want to use that attack, but I want that initiative. Who went first? Choose one of the mercenaries' available cards. Yeah, we'll burn Spare Dagger. Then we're going to attack with that.
Overwhelming Assault is a powerful card, but such power comes at a cost. Actions like Overwhelming Assault's top half, with the flaming card icon in the corner, cause the card to be burned once used, meaning you can't use it again in this scenario. Time to grab that gold. Good
Okay.
job. With no enemies left and your objectives complete, the scenario normally would have ended already, leaving that chest behind. However, for the sake of training, I'm going to... Before you rush headlong into that trap, you might want to heal up a bit first. I'd suggest taking a long rest, which will let you heal 2 and recover enough discarded cards, allowing you to withstand the 2 damage from the trap and reach the chest.
So heal 2 is literally getting 2 health back. Long rest. Oh, right, yeah, and you picked long rest to burn, okay. Right, move on to the trap and take the damage. Sure. Could use the move 4, but just use this. Take the damage. This is going to get so complicated, isn't it?
Oh, those boots of striding will come in handy next time you need a little extra.
Okay. Get down the band inertia, you need some extra traps to get across those nasty traps. Gotcha.
So, you've learned about the basic attack and move abilities, but this time we're going to use some abilities with additional effects. A move action with a jump effect will help you here. Jump allows you to cross tiles containing obstacles or enemies, and even move over traps without triggering them, provided you can reach an empty hex to land on. Those boots of striding you picked up last time can be used to increase a move ability by 2 hexes. That'll enable you to get up close and personal this turn. You don't have the damage to take her out in one go, but if you act fast, you could apply the disarm condition to her before she can attack.
Oh.
Your objectives for this first round are: use a jump movement to get across the traps unscathed, disarm the archer before she attacks. Good luck.
We want that for the initiative. And the jump. Specified as being a jump allows characters to ignore all character obstacles, train effects of traps on hexes during their movement. Oh. Ah, there we go. Gotcha, so tooltip. Read the tooltip. So that's going to be our movement. We're going to ignore those traps. Nice. And then we're going to skip movement. And use disarm on her.
You did it! Not only did you get a decent hit in with provoking roar, but thanks to the disarm condition you applied, the archer couldn't attack for the turn. She's low on health now, so you should be able to finish her off. Your objectives this turn are: kill the archer, jump over the traps, and loot the chest. I want you to achieve both this round.
That means we're going for a short rest. Yeah, sorry. Remember that short rest allows you to recover discarded cards to immediately use in this very turn. Long rest, however, takes the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character initiative 99. No, is not going to help you win this round. Yeah, gotcha. Doing short rest. Yep, that's fine. And then we're doing Evoking Roar, right? Yeah, she's 2 left. And Leaping Cleave. So we only need to finish the turn on that. So, yeah, going with that. Then we're jumping to there. Cool. And we get a healing potion. That's what we need it.
A rest, stab, and a jump right onto the chest. Nicely done. That potion will surely be of use in the missions to come.
I'm sure it will. Where to stand and finding the best spot in the dungeon. Let's go. Well structured.
To be a successful guildmaster, you need to pay close attention to enemy actions and try to plan your moves around them. Just one simple objective for you this time.
What?
Don't get attacked. You'll have to start over if an enemy manages to land a hit. You'll need to escape this room by opening the door in front of the brute. But remember that enemies in the next room will also get to act this round. My advice? Act quickly, looking carefully at what actions the enemies are going to take. I've set it up so that you should be able to find a safe place to stand, out of reach from all enemies. Let's see if you can survive.
Great. Okay. Enemy who targets one of your additional allies with an attack this round. I've been thinking you can use the 2 movement there to get to the door. All their movement is on the bottom. We've got to move first, so take that. Are they not doing anything? Okay. So you're moving 2. Move to there. Your range is 3, so you're moving 1. And then 1, 2, 3. That should be that there, right? So I move to there. Okay. You're moving 2, 1, 2. Be right, isn't it? You're moving 2, 1, 2. Use that potion. Oh, never mind. And then you're moving 2. I don't want to move, I want to skip that.
Excellent. You eluded the enemies in both rooms. Opening a door will always add more enemies to deal with, so make sure you're prepared for that when opening doors in future scenarios. Just one more round of bandit dodging to complete the mission. You'll find it tricky to locate a safe space this time. Perhaps you could try preventing an attack to survive?
Oh, okay. I'm wondering, should I redraw that? I want to move around him and then obviously disarm. And disarm. Honestly, it doesn't matter after that, right? Yeah, you're moving 2, so you're moving to this tile. You're moving 2, so one of you is moving to this tile. So we want to move there. We want to skip that. If I pushed him, then he'd be able to move 2. So come back and hit us, but if I disarm him, then he has no attack. Hey.
Excellent stuff. You're well on your way to becoming a professional. And how about that disarm? Pretty powerful condition, eh? That and a nice low initiative of 10 makes Provoking Roar a really nifty ability for getting out of nasty scrapes. One more test, and then I think you'll be ready to start exploring the world and recruiting mercenaries to our guild.
Oh God. I am brute. Right, attack modifiers.
Let's talk about attack modifiers. So far in your training, characters have always drawn a +0 attack modifier, meaning their attacks have always dealt the exact damage value specified on the cards. This is not normally the case. In real scenarios, for each attack, the character will draw an attack modifier which influences the damage dealt. These can increase the damage by +1, +2, or ×2. Decrease by -1, -2, or ×0, or leave the value unaffected, as you've seen with a +0. You can see the contents of a character's modifier deck by hovering over any character. Note that unlike player characters, all monsters share a single attack modifier deck. For this training scenario, these archers have just 2 attack modifiers remaining in their decks, ×2 and ×0. We want them to draw the ×0 to deal no damage, and we're going to give them disadvantage to ensure that. Ranged attacks have disadvantage when their target is on an adjacent hex.
Yeah, gotcha.
This forces the attacker to draw 2 modifier cards instead of just 1, and the worst result is selected. As these archers only have 2 modifiers remaining, if they attack with disadvantage, they will draw both, but be forced to choose the ×0 over the ×2 as the worst result, dealing no damage. You can see when disadvantage will apply from the flashing purple symbol next to the health bar.
Okay.
You can only disadvantage one archer here, so kill the other with a ranged attack. Should be easy, as the Brute's attack modifier deck is full of +1s for this mission. You can thank me later. Your objectives are: stand next to one of the archers to give her disadvantage, kill the other archer with a ranged attack.
Okie dokie. Yeah, spare dagger. Yeah, the attack is 3, and then obviously we're going to get the bonus +1 for the. And. Presumably leaping cleave then. Oh, so, yeah. Each monster type draws, not each individual monster. So we want to jump. Either, really. Also, you can do waypoints. That's nice. I like that. Jump there, attack that one. That gets us into better range for the chest. Okay. By the way, if anyone in chat is knowledgeable on Gloomhaven, don't be afraid to throw out hints. I know we're on a pretty guided tutorial right now, but still. It does nothing.
See how she drew both the ×0 and ×2 modifiers? Disadvantage forced her to draw 2 attack modifiers and use the worst one. You also saw how your attack with spare dagger drew a +1, thus dealing 4 damage total to take down the other archer. Your final objectives are: kill the remaining archer, loot the chest.
So we do the move over to the chest and then we do the range attack. Ooh, a heater shield.
Nice. A heater shield should help you soak up some damage. You've finished your basic training missions. Time to introduce you to the other mercs and get you exploring.
Everyone's having a good Sunday. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Okay, we'll go through this. We know what the brood is, but let's go through it anyway. Okay, voiceover has stopped. Let's begin looking more closely at each individual character can do. In this scenario, Brute has 2 level 1 living bones elites to deal with. Which means their stats are greater than their level 0 counterparts. Yet monster stats are combined with a base ability card drawn for the monster class's turn, resulting in the cards you see when the monster's cards for the round are revealed. So expect them to move a bit further and attack a bit harder, especially as they are elites. Great. Yeah, they have 1 shield. Prevents 1 damage from incoming attacks. Gotcha. Can be ignored. Attacked with Pierce. Okay, makes sense. I have a good authority that these are going to attack more than once each turn. You are low on cards and won't be able to afford to burn any cards, so surviving here will require some shielding of your own. By the way, while these enemy shields are an innate persistent effect, the active bonuses granting abilities such as shield are accompanied by a round or persistent. Okay. Gotcha. Kill 1, shield up, use the potion. There's our shield. There's our attack with Pierce. Move 2 and attack for 2. Alright, we're gonna kill that guy. Doesn't really matter what we do, right? We shield first. Money. Now we can hit on the shield. Damaged by an attack. What does that mean there? The 20, is that costing us money? Or what is that? I'm gonna take the 1 damage. Oh, that's right, he's attacking twice. I'm gonna take the damage again. Oh, he's attacking 3 times. Beautiful. Let's take that damage again. She prevented enough damage to keep Brute alive. She wanted to kill the remaining living bones. Good luck, he's a tanky one. Indeed. If you perhaps you could use the push and trap combo. Note that shields only prevents damage from attacks, but it doesn't do anything against direct damage for such as traps. So, right. Or Here's shield bash. Yeah, 4 damage. His shield is going to block 1. And then do that. No, do that. We want to attack for 2. Then attack again and push. That'll be 3 damage, and then he'll take 3 damage from that. Yeah. Make sure that I have that in the right order. I want to attack for 2. He's going to do 1 damage to him. And then confirm push. Okay. Save the brood yet again, and here he's decided that adventuring alone is not working out for him, so he's agreed to be the first mercenary in your guild. Get out of this dusty crypt and see who else we can recruit. Indeed. Let's see how the archers work. Right, meet the scoundrel. She is incredibly nimble and mobile, not to mention able to combo off huge amounts of melee damage when things line up just right. Let's help her out of a sticky situation. Kill all 3 archers before they attack this round. Throwing knives. 2 targets. Doing top of throwing knives and bottom of smoke bomb, right? I think this is right. I'm gonna kill those 2. And then we're going to pull this one over, possibly onto the trap. But we're also going to... Okay, we'll see. All the gold. Oh, that's nice. We get to decide where they get pulled onto the trap. Feels good picking up multiple targets in a single turn, doesn't it? One last objective: loot at least 5 piles of gold this round. Sometimes the top half of the card allows you to move 2. Loot abilities pick up all the gold in a radius. You work out where you need to stand to get looting. Loot every hex you enter with this action. That's you can lose that. I think we can lose that. Could be wrong. Loot X ability allows a character to pick up every gold token and treasure tile within X and line of sight unaffected by monsters. Gotcha. Move to there and then yeah, okay. Move to there. Skip attack. Looty looty loot. Nice, let me just take care of that gold for you. Persistence in this scenario, the scoundrel has agreed to join the guild. That means we've got enough mercenaries now for a proper mission. Okie dokie. Master the elements. At least they're going through everything. The Spellweaver, a powerful but fragile magic wielder who can harness the natural elements of the world. Good thing we found her when we did. That's a lot of bandits. It is indeed. Right, to get out of this mess, you'll need to harness the power of the elements infused in the battlefield. The elemental infusions display can be seen on the right of the screen, indicating which magical elements are available for consuming. In this scenario, the ice element is already infused, but elements are normally infused for 2 rounds. We're using actions with elemental symbols on them, available for consumption after the turn in which they are infused. Okay. Consume the ice element to augment Freezing Nova's attack, letting as many bandits as you can survive the round by using the jump move to get out of reach. Okay. Then clearly we have to use the jump. Move 8. Okay. Yeah, they're all going to move 3 and attack 2. Yeah, that's going to kill most of them. Nice. I like the visuals too. Right, and then we're going to move. We're moving 3. How the hell did we get 3 away from you? Oh, you're immobilized. Never mind. Read the bloody thing. See there, conditions in effect. Negative conditions, it's immobilize. So presume should be good here. Uh-oh. Let's just move there then. By consuming the ice element, freezing Nova deals 3 base damage instead of 2. Knocking out 3 bandits plus applying the immobilized condition so the bandits couldn't chase after you. Yeah, okay. Ride the Wind also infused the air elements for you to use later if need be. You may have also noticed with only 3 unburned cards remaining will be exhausted after the next round is over. So you cannot return burned cards via resting. Fortunately, the Spellweaver has a very powerful trick up her sleeve. Many of her powerful cards may burn after using, but the top half of Reviving Ether allows her to return all her burned cards to her hand. That is powerful. Getting the timing right on this one-time recovery per scenario, okay, of all burned cards is key to using Spellweaver well. Yeah. What do you know? Okay, we'll recover all your burned cards so you can finish these bandits off at your leisure. I'm guessing that we redraw that and take a damage. Ugh. They're gonna strengthen. They have 2 movement. You're moving to there, you're moving to there. So we recover all burned cards. Yeah, because we just burned. Okay, yeah, we just burned the other one. Let's do that. And then we'll attack this guy. You don't need to rest. We go Mana Bolt. And Fire Orbs. That says I can target 3 enemies. A little fishy about that one. I did that wrong. I definitely picked. We'll do that. Take 2 damage. This one. You're immobilized. We'll just move over there. Get movement, pick up the gold. And there's our elements. Right, form that. No, I want the mana bolt. Gonna move 3. Gonna shoot you. Sure. Prepping Era, the Bounty Spellweaver has agreed to join your guild. So her abilities can be incredibly potent, which can be a difficult character to work with due to the complexity of her tactics. Interesting, alright. Alright, where are we? Reign over Brawn. Tinkerers are very resourceful creatures. Can't get out of much while wounded. Right, meet the Tinkerer. Great support character to have on a team. Can also take on multiple enemies in a pinch. Look at all those skeletons. I'd say this counts as one. Currently he's wounded. Yes. He'll take 1 damage at the start of his turn, so you ought to heal him as soon as possible with that minor health potion. Looking at where the enemies in this room are, I'd advise you go as late as possible in this round. Sometimes it's better to go slow and let the enemies come to you, so you aren't at risk of being attacked. Then you can use one of the Tinkerer's famous area effect attacks, deal some serious damage to multiple enemies at once. You can recognize such abilities with their hex-shaped pattern on the ability card, showing you the shape of the area they will. Okay. Oh, I get you. Okay. I was wondering about that. We want to go late. Use that. Range of 3. It's going to hit that area like. We do have a heal as well. Go with 2 attacks. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, we can take 1 damage. Use the potion. You may have noticed that if you use the heal ability when wounded, the character not only recovers hit points, but loses the wound condition. Healing can also remove a poison condition. In that case, you will only remove the condition and gain no hit points. Gotcha. Oh, and that's okay. That's not what I thought it was going to do. Yeah, rotate that. Oh, I'd love to rotate that. Infuse elements dark. Okay, well. Something done at least. And oh, you're. That was stupid of me, wasn't it? Range is 2. Boom. Impalm was pretty good, eh? Yep. I'll leave you to finish off the rest of these guys. Did you know that you can rotate the shape of an effect by pressing R? Would you look at that? Yeah, attack for 3. It will immobilize all of them. Do that. Little guy packs quite a punch, eh? Let's sign him up and look for some good paid jobs for the guild to take on. Curious to see what some of the monsters can do. Alright, we're nearly there. Meet everyone's favorite walking boulder, the Crackheart. We're badly outnumbered here and we'll need to employ some defensive tactics. Let's go over how Retaliate works and see how we can use it to pull Craig and get out of this mess. Shield. Retaliate is an active bonus. It can either last a round or be persistent, usually with a termination condition for the latter. Gotcha. While active, melee attackers will have damage inflicted upon them equal to the retaliate value after each attack. Surrounded by this many living bones, a retaliation against any attack equates to an incredible amount of damage. Assuming you can survive the round, that is. Oh, and one last thing. Note that Earth is infused already. Remember to click the consume icon on the card if you wish to use the element of power to ability. So on the next 6 melee attacks targeting you, gain retaliate 2. Gotcha. We could attack them too. So we attack those two. And then do that. Do I want to? Gets rid of them. We have a health potion as well. We leave that as is. Yeah, we're just going to take all the damage. Fair bit of damage, but that was a great result. Well-timed retaliate can be devastatingly powerful. By the way, you can see the active bonus from opposing strikes is still well active. Just look at Craigart's portrait at the top of the screen. The little pips in the active bonus box show you at a glance how many instances remain. You can check the effect text and XP yield by hovering over it. Did you notice how the Living Bones shield didn't prevent any retaliate damage, just like traps? Retaliate damage is not explicitly an attack. It's just straight damage, yeah. So it's not affected by shields, okay. Finish off the bones and let's get out of here. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Short rest. Sure. Do that. Dirt tornado. Oh, avalanche got burned. Gotcha. Dirt tornado attacks for 1. Gain at targets. Suffer 1 damage. Target all adjacent enemies. I can move to there. They should take damage, right? And then we're going to do that. Might as well. And confirm attack. Should I? Oh no, I couldn't infuse that. Capability. What's the ability? Oh, all adjacent allies. I don't know. The 4 damage. Yes. And yes. Well done. That looked like an unmanageable situation at first, but as you saw, if you play your cards right, you can navigate even the trickiest situations. So the puns. Mind over matter. Summoner. Nice. Meet the final member of your starting roster, the Mind Thief. What you may lack in physical prowess is made up for an ability to control the actions of enemies and summon allies to the battlefield. Summoners autonomously act directly before the turn of their summoner by performing a move, X attack, Y action. Okay. Where X and Y are their respective base stats. Gotcha. As the Mind Thief was out hunting demons, you were about to face a more serious enemy, the Night Demon. These harrowing creatures have an inherent ability to give disadvantage to all attacks targeting them. Nice. Making them often tricky to deal with. Perhaps you can try taking them down with a non-attack source of direct damage, like traps that are lying all around. Summon an ally and kill a night demon. If your enemies will prioritize your summon, even if you're at the same range. Use this to your advantage. Aren't they fun looking? Right, what do we got? You can attack for 4 and disarm with a range of 5. That's pretty damn good. Make yourself invisible. Summon a plague rat. An augment. Summoning a plague rat is the top, so we're looking at the bottom. Oh, okay. Okay. Assuming they're going to move first. Movement of 3. 2, 3. And they're going to cast invisible. Oh god. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Summon. Oh, lovely. Okay, and move on to that. No. That trap. I want to keep that trap there so that only he's standing in front of us. Kill the remaining night demons, sure. One of the Mind Thief's signature traits is access to cards with augment abilities such as Withering Claw. While active, these grant persistent buffs to her melee attacks, but she can normally only have one augment active at a time. They handily always come with an attack attached to, in addition to setting up the augment. Gotcha. He's going first, though, right? Or, oh, goddamn. It's not too bad. Not really what I wanted, though. I think I might have done that wrong. Maybe not. I'm gonna mobilize you. We're gonna attack you. We do a short rest. Yeah. He disarms, he's not doing anything anyway, right? Oh? I guess you two can consider yourself Demon Slayer now. Oh, I was Hunter. Whatever, the point is well done. And we finished the tutorial. That was the wrong button. That was supposed to be clapping. Oh well. Right. Just going to the campaign, I suppose. Normal. Mercenary manages an individual amount of gold. Gold. Oh no, we won't. Never mind. Stories. Right, before going into the harrowing wilderness surrounding Gloomhaven, you'll need at least 2 mercenaries in your party, brave or greedy enough to seek out adventures in exchange for gold. The party panel is on the left there. Here you'll see basic information on all the mercenaries in your party. Click on the first slot to open the roster panel. Create, view, and add mercenaries to the current party using the roster panel. Right now it's looking pretty barren with Copperneck Mountains. Okay, let's click new mercenary to create a first character. Oh, okay, right, and it gives us the type. Gotcha. Now you'll choose the starting character classes. Each one has unique abilities and game style. And as you progress, you'll level up, earning new ability cards and unlock more classes. Clicking on any of the portraits will learn more about them. Okay, well, I think we'll just go with like the standard route first anyway, right? Like the character models. Very nice. Presuming that if you like get gear and stuff, it doesn't change anything. Good choice. Now remember, look down everything marks ability cards are what define their actions in battle. You can click the starting ability cards button to make sure this is the right mercenary for you. Once you're sure to make your decision, grand. It's sweeping blow. It's to retaliate as well. A wall of doom would be useful. Viewer. That's interesting. You do that with a jump. Not even a jump, but like... grab and go maybe. Or skewer. If you were to go skewer, move 6 and then attack for 6, that might be good. I presume the Plague Rat is the only summoned. Yeah. Who's been chatting? Oktuk. Oh. Personal quest is the mercenary's sole reason for adventuring. Once the objective is complete, the merc will retire. Wow, okay. So, farewells can be often bitter. Some things have to move on to give way to new horizons. Yeah, well. Completing personal quests and retiring mercenaries is the primary route to unlocking new character classes. Gotcha. So we would get the Enchantress. Or sorry, yeah, the Enchantress. That's, you want to keep them along for longer, I guess. I think probably go for that one and keep the Brute there. Requires access to the Enchantress. Okay, never mind, never mind. I'm gonna go with this. Okay, that's one merc started, but you'll need a minimum of 2 mercenaries before you can go out seeking adventures. Important to build a party of mercs who complement each other in battle. Click on the second character slot. Know that you can't create one. Can't have more than one merc with the same character class. Yeah, gotcha. Just grey it out. Can't have more than one, just grey it out. It'd be kind of cool. You've got a heal as well. Yeah, we're taking the Spellweaver, I think. Difficulty high. It's Whirlwind because the only one that spoke earlier. Ooh, what's that unlock? Right. Complete 3 crypt scenarios, then unlock the scenario Noxious Cellar to follow it to an inclusion. Go with that. Time to do some adventuring. If you're confident with your current party, click on the center of the screen. Before heading in, you should gear up. After all, this is your first time out in the open. You'll notice the mercenary has a modest stash of gold. Encourage to take that money over to the merchant's shop and spend it on anything that might keep you from dying. Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, how are you doing? Good time zone? Use the merchant button now. Each merchant has his or her own stash of gold and a personal inventory. So make sure you click on the right mercenary's portrait for... Oh yeah, okay. So Oktuk has 30 gold. Oh, and right, that was just telling us the value. It's interesting. It's very interesting. We've done the tutorial. This is literally the first thing we're doing outside of the tutorial. I picked up a couple of RPGs the other day and we're trying them out. Stolen Realm earlier. Just have a look at this. But yeah, it's very interesting, very tactical. Disadvantage. I've been debating picking up the board game. Board games have never been a big thing where I'm from. Just, I don't know, they were never a thing. I'm getting a potion anyway, right? We're getting a potion. And then we're going to get the heater shield. If it adds a disadvantage. Living the misplay a lot, and it feels like a fun game to play on a rainy Thursday evening with some tea. Yeah. Seems to be, man. I jumped your movement. Kind of liking the striding, I think. Would be useful. No point in keeping the money, is there? Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, thank you for the follow as well. What do we want for you? You actually have probably a bunch of you have a bunch of movement, depending on your cards. Would that be worth it? I think that would be worth it for like some of her AoE stuff. I don't know. Let's find out. Hey, better make sure to equip them before I leave, right? That'd be a thing. More panels. Okay. In the equipment panel, you'll find the different types of items a mercenary can carry. Clicking on. Okay. That ain't too bad. Gloomhaven is known for its well-mannered folks and good Samaritan, but there's a lot to gain from its city streets. You can choose to partake in city encounters by clicking this button below. Excuse me. It encourages you to do this whenever you're in the city, as it often gives you good rewards, okay? If you ever find a quest that looks too hard or one you've repeatedly failed to complete, Temple of the Great Oak can grant you its blessing. For a fair price, of course. You can choose the access attempt with that button. First quest is located just north of Gloomhaven. You'll see it flagged with an icon. To progress, more quest locations will appear across the map. Keep track of them. You can use the quest log on the right hand side of the screen. Click on the black barrow or the entry in the quest log to select the quest. You can embark on a quest with up to 4 mercenaries, but the more mercs you bring, the more dangerous the quest will be. Once you set out for a quest, you won't be able to change the members of your party until you return to Gloomhaven. I see. Well then, Mr. and Mistress Crafting, any idea what kind of person you want to be? Grab another merc before we go. Doesn't aid teammates. We'll try to take all the gold. You like Scoundrel? From Scoundrel it is. Plenty of space for a name too. Complete 3 scenarios in the Dagger Forest, then unlock the scenario Foggy Thicket, and follow to a conclusion. We'll unlock whoever that dude is. Also building a model kit. What model are you building? The 15 Vermlings. I kind of want to hold on to people until we complete these scenarios and stuff. Oh, Baneblade. Nice. Yeah, I love 40k. Right, city encounter. Shop for supplies at the sinking market. Your hand instinctively goes to your purse. At your waist, it's gone. Quickly scan the crowd and see a small vermling darting away from you, heading directly towards the sewer grating. Give chase. No one steals from you. Can get away with it. Ooh, take a clear shot at him with a bow before he disappears into the grating. The gentleman's agreement would have made he would smoke for a year, or I'd get a Baneblade. Oh, he wouldn't smoke for a year, you mean? Gotcha. Sucks for his health, but yay, Baneblade. Yeah, I'm right. Hey, Yog. Hopefully you're in past the ads and stuff. Thank you for the host, man. How was your stream after? If we take a shot at him, we miss. Although we have enough gold anyway. Oh, we do have the new one. We have Mr. and Mrs. Crafting's gold. We should have gone to the market. Give chase. Okay, we lost 5 gold. That's okay, because again, we didn't have much gold. I'm gonna get the iron helmet. Just in case we come across that. That would be harsh on our scoundrel. Alright, let's go do this. That may be a good time to go through the marketability cards and inventory, make sure that they're battle ready. In the quest description, you can see the enemies you'll face. Hovering over them will reveal their stats. Oh, gotcha, right. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was our level 1 bandit guards, archers, and living bones. Basically what we dealt with in the tutorial.
Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the Sleeping Lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well, seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him. Just bring back what is mine. Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls. So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place.
Okay, walking among some foothills, you enter a narrow valley and find a large pile of stones blocking your way. Clearly a rock slide occurred here recently. You move closer to the pile and spare just how large the stones are. Only someone of great strength and skill. We're going to backtrack because I'm not taking an injury. God damn it. So I turn around after some backward progress. You find another path through the foothills and work your way through it. Unfortunately, it leads directly into a den of wolves. I did not see that coming. They don't seem too happy with your sudden arrival to fend them off. You fend them off, but they leave you wounded. Is that everyone wounded now, or just one?
The hill is easy enough to find. A short journey past the new market gate, and you see it jutting out on the edge of the corpse wood, looking like a rat under a rug. Moving closer, you see the mound is formed from a black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below. Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of cutthroats who don't seem to have taken very kindly to your sudden appearance. One in the back matches the description of your quarry.
Use no items. Okay. Take any short rests. Hopefully we'll be doing that. Oh, must choose one or... Okay, right. Must choose one out of 2 battle goals. The battle goal is a secret objective. Mercenary tries to complete inside the dungeon. Failing it has no drawback, but successfully completing it will... Yeah. It's nice. Let's try not use the potion and stuff. Do the chest. Take only long rests. No, we're not going to do that. Loot the chest. Gonna go with this. Should hopefully be the easier one. Let's go get murdered.
Take care of these unfortunates, your target says, backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down a hallway and through a door to his left.
We're all wounded, so we're going to start taking damage.
Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand-deliver their valuables to us, grins one of the larger bandits, unsheathing a rusty blade. We'll be killing you now. Joke's on them. If you had any valuables, you probably wouldn't be down here in the first place.
Oh, great. Okay. Didn't realize there was going to be 6 of them. Okay. Kind of going to want to heal. Being perfectly honest. They have a movement of 3, 2. That's not bad, right? Oh, man. We can do a heal. Get rid of this wound. Then we're going to do an attack on one of them. They're 4 away. Okay, then for you, range of 3 on that. The next 2 sources of damage you suffer. What? Suffer no damage instead. That's not a bad opener, right? And again, I could release the heal. I think we let them come in and attack and then heal afterwards. That's the range of 4. Targeting all enemies in the path is the primary target, gaining +1 for them. That's an interesting card. A lot of her furs are burners. Give you a range of 3. You're not going to have any heals anyway. Your next 4 attacks targeting none of their allies. Right, we'll go with this, and then we're going to go with throwing knives. I want to act later, if possible. Go. Nice. Alright, not so nice. Burn a card. You will receive 1 damage. Will receive 2 damage. Bruise wounded, and we're going to receive that 1 damage. We're going to attack for 6. And then we're going to heal. Probably you. Get out of here. I know, we're going to heal you. You lost health. We have a... She's going to heal him. Good range combat? Yeah. You're going to receive that damage. Unfortunate, but hey. Then you are going to heal him. Which is great. And then gain advantage on the entire action. Sure. All right. Scoundrel does not take any damage. We're going to use this. Yeah. Not going to take any effect this round, but then we're going to take out those 2 enemies, hopefully. Of course not. Okay, now for round 2. Any enemy who targets your adjacent allies will target you. Your shield bash and stun 1. We can shield ourselves. For 3, but there's only 1 of them in range of that. Same with sweeping blow. If we had kept them alive, I suppose we could have done that. Gonna put a shield on ourselves and then throw the spare dagger at him. Pretty sweet. We go mana bolt, range of 3. Flame strike, range of 2. Well, let's see what else have we got. We can move her anywhere. We could use the heal. Yeah, okay, we can use the heal and then we'll use the flaming strike. We'll heal her, get rid of the wound. Oh yeah, that's in operation. Your attack in game, return is just any of your allies. Add +2 attack and gain 1 experience. So we're going to start with that. Attack 3. So it's just none of its allies. Not going to have that. Adjacent enemy. Oh, you have a health, a self heal. Venom Shiv, quick hands. So I think we're gonna go with this, right? Yeah, and we're acting first on all fronts. Okay. So get rid of this guy, hopefully. What do we get rid of him? I want to get rid of. I want to attack him. Right. We'll attack with this and see how we get on. Okay, and then we'll finish him off if we can. Nice. I received that damage, that's okay. Heal up. Attack that guy. Just in case. So then we're going to shield. And then we're going to throw a dagger at that guy. Let's burn a card. That's his turn. By the looks of it, there's going to be another 6 enemies. That's going to be sweet. Could we do a long rest and just recover all? Alright, attack to disarm. And leaping cleave, so we could move up with the move with that and just disarm him so he can't do anything, and then we can just do whatever the hell we want, right? Or move and attack. Oh, all enemies moved through. Yeah, we can do that. We could do that too without burn the card. That would also burn the card. Cover all our burn cards. We don't need to do that yet. Burn that. Use Mana Bolt and and Frost Armor, I suppose. Oh, that's burning. Ugh. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, honestly, we don't need to do much there. Let's move there. Gold. And we've we can do this. That's going to carry over permanently. I'm going to skip that attack. Skip that attack. Do a long... No, we shouldn't do a long rest. We should move. Should have moved there and then used that. Oh, well. Oh, that dude is right in front of us. So, my plan was stupid, but I was going to do a long rest and recover all our cards. Now I think the next thing that we do is play that, right? Skip attack. End his turn. What gets to move now? Yeah. Move to there. Additionally, target all enemies in the path. Enemies, it says. So let's to attack you. Bit of damage, right? Oh! Balls. Evoking roar, that's... yeah, that's okay. That is something I need to get used to. I'm probably gonna lose. Use shield there, and I'd like to just move. But then again, with the ranged, if I go move to there, those two are disadvantaged. If I do that and use that, you know, it goes against his. Or if I use that and push that guy out of the way. Close enough to the traps. Target all enemies moved through. That's good too. That'll give us 6 with the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I did that and moved through and get 2 attack damage on them. And then a warding strength. Do a short rest on you too. That's fine. It's basic enough, I think. Attack 3, +2 attack gain when the target is adjacent to one of your allies. He's not adjacent to one of our allies. Okay, and we get to move first. We're going to move to there. God damn, there's another room. Throwing knives. Get those two. Four. Okay. Actually, no, that's pretty good. So we're going to move using the boots to there. I'm going to attack push. Well, the attack is going to do 3 damage. But it'd be better to attack them. Yeah. And push them onto the trap. Oh, I hit skip push because you need to put them onto 2 spots. I should have oh. Is it going well? I'm gonna take the 4 damage, I think. Disadvantage, receive that damage. Receive that damage. Move 3 and push 1. Oof, let's hope that works. No, we're not moving through the 2 traps. +1, +1, +1. There we go. Okay. That not count? I guess they have to be in front of you. Nice. Okay. Question. If I... Oh, look at the burned. I have to take the damage. Short rest. And we're going for shield bash. And heal. Short rest. Oh, throwing knives. Nope. I'll take the damage. Oh God. She's dead. She's dead, isn't she? I use the attack there, it doesn't burn the card. I use the move there. Doesn't burn the card. But then I have to burn the card. But she's dead. Alright, Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, have a good one. Go over to there. I think you're dead. Maybe not. Kill you. Hey, no worries. Oh, worries at all, man. Thanks for chatting. Skip that attack and okay. If I burn one card, I only have one card, right? She's dead. They're all burned. I have to go. There's like, what, 3 enemies left? God damn. We're so dead. I can use them, they'll be discarded, and then we can burn one to get them back for the next turn. He's got 2 turns left. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. His short rest, I did. That was such a mess up. Nothing I could do there. Don't want to walk over the trap. I kind of have to get to the door. I think we're dead anyway.
Kicking through the door, you find yourself face to face with the reason these bandits chose this particular hole to nest in. Nothing more to do but lay them to rest, along with the remainder of this troublesome rabble.
I don't have cards to burn. We're dead. Yeah. We burn that card. And then we have nothing left, and yeah, we're dead. Oof. I need to figure out this game. Yeah, okay, we got XP for that anyway. Very interesting game. Obviously, I don't understand it right. Doing that first mission. I'm going to call it there, guys. Really appreciate everyone hanging out during the course of the day. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you next time.